T minus 3 minutes. T minus 2 minutes. T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
Hello, everybody. Hello. How are you doing tonight? Well, let's go on and get started with it. Verdict is in. Karmelo Anthony has been found guilty earlier and has been sentenced to 35 years in prison. 17 years is mandatory for parole if he gets it. If he gets it. Because the Metcalf family is going to show up every parole hearing. Because in Texas, you notify the people who were the victims about the parole hearing so they get a chance to say whether or not what your crime impacted them. And if you go to YouTube, you can see a poll I'm doing. You can see the beautiful, lovely poll I'm doing. You can see the poll over here. That's my beautiful face. You can see the poll. It's 35 years, 35 years, 17 mandatory enough. Yes, 35, he can change his life. Should have got life, no possibility. He's young. He should have got 10 years, 5 mandatory. Because, manslaughter, saying it was a heat of the moment. Then should have gotten the death penalty. Those are the ones right there. If that had been my brother that had been murdered, I would have wanted the death penalty. Because the reason why I would say that is because the ignorance that's surrounding this case. Let me say this right now. Black culture has failed the black youth. Black culture is poisonous, it's cancerous, it's destruction, it is evil. That is what black culture is. Black culture is the reason Karmelo Anthony is where he's at. Because black folk justify the ignorance and stupidity that created Karmelo to go out there and do it. Now, I put a quote-unquote meme out there, y'all. I did a meme because, you know, I like to do some memes every now and then. I like to do some memes. And I'm surprised at how slow some conservatives are. I really am surprised by how slow some conservatives are. The meme I did this meme talking about comparison. Well, I didn't use this one. I used the other one. I used the other one. But I said this. So if someone touches you, you can use deadly force. Hey, black people. Hey, we good now? And so many people tried to say, Jamal, what happened with Karmelo Anthony and George Zimmerman are two different things. George Zimmerman was getting his head beat in the ground. Of that, when I saw the conservatives saying that, couldn't even read a meme, I'm like, oh God, I see why we're losing. What I was doing was making a comparison between the lie people told about the George Zimmerman case. All Trayvon did was hit him. He ain't have to shoot Trayvon just because you getting your butt whooped. Why didn't he handle Trayvon with his hands? Why didn't he handle Trayvon with his hands? He didn't have to shoot Trayvon, which Trayvon was beating his head into the concrete. And a lot of you conservatives want to keep saying that George Zimmerman was wrong. He shouldn't have followed him. He shouldn't have followed him. So you saying that following Trayvon is okay to almost killing a person. Now we got Austin Metcalf. To where if you ask someone to leave a tent and push them, they stab you in the heart. A lot of this is brought out about cowardice conservatives. The memes on Mind of Jamal and Black Tea Patriots rapper. The meme is on Mind of Jamal and Black Tea Patriots. You will see the two memes there. But I'm like, people really don't understand that. The black community is creating these problems. Our culture is teaching our children ever since George Floyd, things have been getting worse. I told people, George Floyd, do not sit here and say you understood why George Floyd, this was so bad, this is so bad. And black folk want to blame everything other than our culture. Excuse me, niggas. But I got to play this part, y'all. But to Karmelo Anthony, this is for you.
Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here. Hang him now. I got the rope right here. I'm watching people. Black folk. And we got to go. We got to go to some of this stupid mess that you gonna see coming from my community. You got some people that are posting, I bet you, if white folk learn to keep their hands to themselves, this wouldn't be a problem. So you dummies is basically saying that because he was touched, this is acceptable. What's going to happen? And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. There's going to be a young black man killed because he was going for his book bag. All he's going to be doing is going for his book bag, and somebody going to shoot him because of what black folk is promoting. That it's okay. It's okay to kill someone for touching you. And what somebody's going to do, they're going to see a young black man going toward his book bag, or a young black woman going toward a bag, and they're going to get shot. They're going to get shot. That's exactly what's going to happen. They are going to get shot. And then people are going to be like, oh, I can't believe this. Y'all said that y'all was all for the Karmelo dying. Y'all all was against Karmelo defending himself. Why? Why? That's exactly what you're going to be saying. The black community is raising these little thugs, these little hoodlums, by the dumbest stuff in the world, telling them the dumbest stuff. This is just this is stupid. This right here is this right here. Mike Blackett, Austin Metcalf, they're laughing. They're literally laughing at this. This is funny to them. This is funny to them. Couldn't keep his hands to himself. Life, no possibility of parole. And that's me posting right there my response to him. Karmelo Anthony guilty. That's my page. This is my other page that I got that I'll probably try to go live from every now and then. I don't know. I'm going to talk it over with Shayne and Miss Yvette and start letting them know, see, should I start streaming live from there? I don't know. I'll probably leave that one alone because it's supposed to be my one for Durham from what my, but I'm like, whatever. This is what black folk is encouraging. You see this? You see this? Thank you. And I'm telling y'all, I told y'all, look, if you are a moderator, please, not tonight. Do not hang out on Rumble. If you are a moderator, if I have made you a moderator, do not hang out on Rumble tonight. I need you. If you're a moderator on YouTube, be on YouTube. If you're a moderator on Facebook, be on Facebook. Rumble, one thing, and don't worry about Rumble, because one thing about niggas ain't gonna go to Rumble and create a page where they got to get their actual email address. Okay? See, they don't want to do that and actually go through. They have to prove it, because if you get a page on Rumble, you got to actually prove that you're a human being. They won't let you create bot pages. So if you are a moderator on YouTube or Facebook, go over there and help them. You see, like I said, you see this picture right here? You see this? Post this now. Guilty, 35 years. And do you honestly think, honestly, that Karmelo Anthony is not going to get in trouble while he in prison? You don't think Karmelo Anthony not going to get in trouble while in prison? I know you ain't a bot, DJ Flavor. I know you ain't one, DJ Flavor. Do you think he's not going to get in trouble while he's in jail? Everybody's talking about well, he go to jail, the big homie's going to take care of him. Karmelo Anthony is going to the youth facility. He's going to the juvenile. Those young juveniles who done committed murder, who done committed rape, who done committed all those crimes, he about to be fighting for his life. They don't care about his fame. They don't care about who he is. Them young boys are going to be fighting. He going to be fighting for his life. The opportunity he didn't give Aston. He didn't give Aston a chance to fight for his life. He didn't do that. He just stabbed that young man. "35 years. That's what the black community is. It's done said here. 35 years. It's over. I know some of y'all, look, I know some of y'all want to talk politics. I'm going to try to get to it, but I'm not going to get to, I probably won't get to the politics tonight. I probably won't. I'll probably just talk about the main, the guy Graham won. We'll do that another night. Y'all know we'll do that another night. But I'm talking about Karmelo. I'm talking about how stupid my community is to keep posting up these young kids, sending them out there to get in trouble. Sending them out there to be murdered, arrested for life. My community is sending these young children out here to be murdered, to be locked away in prison with no possibility of parole. And they encouraging it. You got black folk who are hardworking, trying to teach their children. Why do you think, for anybody that's a teacher or a principal, I feel for you. If you are a teacher or a principal, I feel for you. Because you have to be on the front lines with this ignorant culture for 8 hours to 10 hours a day. Got to deal with this for 10 to 8 hours a day. I'm going to tell you right now, if they riot, I'm going to tell you right now, if they riot in Texas, Texas ain't playing there. And you ain't going to be able to run and hide behind no liberal Democrat governor. You ain't going to be able to run and hide behind some liberal Democrat attorney general that's gonna let you burn and loot. You ain't doing that in Texas. Texas white folk gonna bring them guns. So for all you niggas that's mad, all you niggas just coming over here saying what you gonna do, them white folk in Texas about to show you. You take that junk up there. You ain't bringing it down here. And I'm telling you what's gonna happen. They gonna get out there and they gonna try to do something, and them white folk in Texas gonna blast their hind part. And they gonna be talking about some we shall overcome, and what they gonna do is riot in other cities. See, this is where Republican governors need to reach between their legs, feel their balls, and let them know you try to riot in this state, we got the guns for you. And the American citizens need to stop it. Stop waiting for Donald Trump to do everything. Stop waiting for the National Guard. You take your guns and you go out there. Kyle Rittenhouse showed you that. And the only reason why Kyle Rittenhouse was charged was because that was a liberal state. The only reason Kyle Rittenhouse was charged was because it was a liberal state. Wisconsin. Kenosha. They running around there shooting. Jacob Blake got what he deserved. His daddy a big time racist. You got people want to sit here and encourage this mess. Oh yeah, by the way, Jamal, where'd you get this shirt from? I got it from Will Johnson. Yeah, I got this shirt from Will Johnson, y'all. I got this shirt from Will Johnson. He sent me this. Let me try to send it to myself so I can send it to myself so you guys can be able to get it. Because everybody been asking me, Jamal, where did you get the shirt from? Will Johnson sent me this shirt. And I'm so grateful that he did. I'm so grateful for Will for what he did. He sent me this shirt. And boy, have I been making him mad. I have been making them mad with this shirt here. They get mad and madder every time you turn around. They see this shirt. Ooh, I can't believe he cooning wearing that shirt. I can't believe he wearing that shirt. Let me show you real quick where to get it from. That stupid nigga bouncing around like a jumping bean. But there you go. I'm going to put this in the comment section so y'all can be able to see, for those who like this shirt. Jamal, where you get that shirt from? Here you go. I got it. There you go. There you go. That's where you got the shirt from. So there you go. You can be able to, if you like the shirt, there you go. There you go. I want you to be able to get the shirt, and if you like it, you can be able to get it. And you know what else that make me mad? These I'm white. I don't need to wear a shirt like that. I'm white. I don't need to wear a shirt like that. Okay, then you don't need to wear it. Others may want to wear it. Sit your do nothing about nothing and ain't did nothing behinds down. make me sick and tired. They ain't did nothing in 7 years. All they been doing is hiding. Well, I'm part of the silent majority, Jamal. I'm part of the silent majority. Only thing you think you need to do is just show up and vote. Do you see the Democrats? They do more than show up and vote. The Democrats do more than show up and vote. They have rallies. They do it all. And that's why we are falling behind, because we don't want to do the work. How do you expect someone to come out and be on our side if we're unwilling to do the work? And court TV, I'm sorry, I don't know who suggested me. You know what? Sometimes I think y'all tell me to watch stuff so I can flip out on it. Court TV is the biggest trash I have ever watched stream. I watched them. These people are actually crazy. Court TV. Let me go on and pull the video up. Here it go. Black folk out here defending Karmelo Anthony. Black folk out here defending Karmelo Anthony like he's some hero. Karmelo Anthony is no hero. He's a murderer. He's a murderer. Convicted. And the jury took 3 hours. Somebody wanted to eat lunch. Somebody had to use the bathroom. And somebody probably wanted to take a nap. Then the jury came back with the sentence. The jury sentenced him to 35 years. So the jury said, no, this was not self-defense. You was not defending yourself. You murdered that boy for no reason. The jury said that. I know my moderators are working hard tonight. The trolls are out big time. The trolls are mad. Ooh, I can't stand this Negro. Look at him. Ooh. Good. Get mad. And by the way, please remember to donate to the page. If you can, please remember to donate to the page. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. Please remember to donate to the page. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. All right, let's get started. I know tonight I'm not going to have a lot of chance to mention that, so I got to get to it.
Right now, we want justice. We want justice. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Get up. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
Nigga, please.
What do we want? Justice. When do we want it?
Nigga, please.
Guilty.
And I do agree that it was maybe disproportionate, but there's a good chance that this jury is going to come back not guilty because they came back so...
Now, this dumb nigga here, I don't know who this is, but he dumber than a box of rocks. He's dumber than a box of rocks. This man said this.
Important because I do not feel like Karmelo Anthony had the initial intent or the intent to murder. I think it was reactionary. I think all of them should have calmed down. They didn't. And I just think, I don't think it was an intentional homicide, but I don't see this as a not guilty verdict at all because someone is dead, Aston is deceased, and that is a criminal act. So manslaughter is the best that they can hope for, and with a lower sentencing, but I do not see Karmelo walking out of court today as a free young man.
Now, let me say this. Let me say this real quick so you can be able to know something. And I'm so glad y'all just don't know. When y'all write my page and you do tell me stuff, I do listen. I do go and I try to listen and I try to, listen and hear what you got to say in your comments. The bigger my page get, is it easy for me to do that all the time? No, but I am trying to do so. I am trying to go and listen to you guys when you say stuff. Did you know Karmelo Anthony was suspended from school at the time? And don't lie, don't you lie, because some of y'all real slick. Some of y'all real slick. Some of y'all real slick. Y'all ain't slick. But did you know Karmelo Anthony was suspended from school for carrying a knife? How many of y'all knew that? To let you know, I looked this up previously. Was Karmelo Anthony suspended? Karmelo Anthony was suspended from school and all extracurricular activities for bringing a knife onto campus prior to the April 2025 track meet. That's why Karmelo Anthony was found guilty. I want y'all to realize that. I want y'all to realize that. Karmelo Anthony was suspended from school and all extracurricular activities for bringing a knife onto campus prior to the April 2025 track meet. Because he was suspended, he was not permitted to be at the event where he fatally stabbing of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf occurred. He had no business there. I want y'all to realize he had absolutely no business there. How many of you knew that? How many of you knew Karmelo Anthony was suspended? So next time you see somebody talking about the Karmelo Anthony case, he had no business at the school. He obviously didn't care about the rules. He was carrying a knife. Yes, I carry knives with me. Yes, I carry knives with me. I'm a grown man. I'm not a 17-year-old child. How many of you knew that? So now you see that this is worse than what you think. They set Karmelo Anthony up for the downfall. That's black culture. That's black culture. Not being able to go where you think because you black, you can go where you want to go, do what you want to do, say what you want to say because of slavery, Jim Crow, oh Lord, it's segregation. Okay, Shayne. Okay. My bad, Shayne. I'm gonna send you some backup. My bad. While I'm playing the video, I got to send Shayne some backup because the trolls are coming out. Trolls are coming out real bad and coming out real bad. But before we go any further, if you are new to the page, whenever you donate to the page, I want you to know how much I care. And when your kindness and generosity or blessing to the page, well, I would like to thank R-Man. That ain't R-Man. It's DJ Flavor on Rumble. I would like to thank Rumble done showed up. Y'all. Rumble done cast the first one. I would like to thank DJ Flavor. Where is he at? DJ Flavor. I would like to thank DJ Flavor right here for his kindness and generosity and donation to the page. I would like to thank DJ Flavor for his kindness and generosity and donation to the page through Cash App.
I love you.
Then I would like to thank J9000, I do believe, that gave that gift subscription. I would like to thank J9000. Thank you for that gift subscription. Thank you for the gift subscription. Thank you for that gift subscription, J9000. And Miss V Long got it. And then I would like to thank Miss V Long for her kindness and generosity through Super Chat. So I would like to thank J9000 for the gift subscription and Miss V Long for the Super Chat. Thank you guys for your kindness and generosity and donation to the page.
I love you. I love you.
Thank you guys for your kindness and generosity and donation to the page. Remember, if you need prayer, put a siren so Shayne can be able to get me, because Shayne is communicating with me right now. So I'm getting it right now. I'm trying to get it right now. Trying to get everything. Get everything done. Thank you, my man. So let's go on and get it. So I got to go add some moderators and see y'all later. Let me add my moderators.
Michael, do you agree that's a long shot?
You know, I disagree with Sonny on this one. I think that there's a good chance he's going to be acquitted, because here's why. There was only one testimony that I've seen is that he stabbed him one time. He didn't stab him multiple times. I do agree that he shouldn't have done it, and I do agree that it was maybe disproportionate. But there's a good chance that this jury is going to come back not guilty, because they came back so. If this deliberation was 3 days, 4 days, I think I would tend to agree that probably they'll come back with manslaughter. But coming back in 3 hours, man, I can't imagine them coming back in 3 hours and finding him guilty. I feel like they're going to come back and find him not guilty. It's just I question the 3 hours. I just question that. So I think there's a good chance of that. But look, could it be that they came back in 3 hours with manslaughter, and manslaughter was
got to
the
cut
gift
you
that
off.
they needed?
They are back on the record, according to our Cody Thomas inside the courtroom. The jury is heading into the courtroom. Karmelo is looking very serious but expressionless. Defense attorney has his arm around him. The tension is clearly high in here, not verbal, but you can feel it. That is our Cody Thomas sending notes to us, because again, if you're just joining us, there are no cameras allowed in this case, but it has been watched by people across the country, and specifically for those living in the Collin County, Texas area. So we'll wait with bated breath until Cody types again, but the scene has been set. The jury has been called for. We do know what comes next. Guilty of murder. This is Cody Thomas. The verdict is guilty of murder, the top charge against Karmelo Anthony.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Wow.
yeah, wow. Indeed. We'll watch the crowd outside. They will start to get this information momentarily. And if we could keep that camera up on the outside there, because it'll just be a matter of seconds before.
Wow. Why you wowing about? What, you was expecting him to be found not guilty? Wow. Just wow. What were you expecting? This man to be found not guilty? Are you really that stupid? I mean, people really are this stupid. Wow. And trust me, they get dumber. They get absolutely dumber.
Before this crowd reacts.
Wow.
There's a live look outside the courthouse as people have gathered. Again, if you're just joining us, Karmelo Anthony has been found guilty of murder, the top charge in this case, after just 3 hours of deliberation. Sonny, but besides which a lot of us are feeling, thoughts?
I was not expecting the top charge. I really was thinking that they would see manslaughter, still guilty, but manslaughter, different sentencing, but guilty of murder. So, that's heavy.
Wow.
And I hope everyone just does not seem like everyone's going to be calm. It seems like we're going to have a problem there.
Wow. This is dumb.
You can see the...
It's dumb.
What is dumb, Michael?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ted. This is just dumb. This is stupid. I can't believe that this jury came back in 3 hours with guilty. I'm totally stunned. On top of that, this judge as well, not letting cameras in the courtroom. I mean, good job. Good job, Your Honor. Really, really, really good job. You handled it really, really well. You have this community that's about to get lit on fire. You don't allow cameras to go into a courtroom. The community already believes that this kid is being railroaded. And then look at what happened. Your jury came back within 3 hours for a guilty verdict for a kid who used a 4-inch knife one time. He didn't use it multiple times. Was it wrong?
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
Yes, but was it murder like beyond a reasonable doubt? No. And was it murder beyond a reasonable doubt within 3 hours? Absolutely not. This is insane. This is dumb.
Cody Thomas saying that there are tears on Karmelo's side of the courtroom, and they're going into the penalty phase immediately. So this, no one is leaving the courtroom. They're going to now go into the penalty phase. There's a huge, Karmelo Anthony is a young man. He is now 19. And the sentencing for the top charge, a lot of states, you're found guilty of murder, you're going away. Sometimes for life without, or at least 25 to life before you're eligible. Texas is different. The range of sentencing here is 5 years to life in prison. So the decision making now, and we'll wait till Cody updates us whether the jury is going to stay and do the sentencing or if it'll be the judge. Boy, if I'm the defense, I'm getting that jury as far away from this courthouse as possible.
Yeah, 100%, 1,000%. I'm not letting this jury touch. I mean, I'm questioning the jury. I'm asking them, how did you reach your verdict? How did you reach it so quickly? What happened? It was a 4-inch knife. He used it one time. He was pushed. I'm not saying that it was right, but what are you doing? How did you get this verdict? I'd want to know. My whole identity as a defense attorney would be in question, right? I'm questioning my identity right now, and I have nothing to do with this case. How could you come back like that? I would be enraged. I'm enraged right now. This is very upsetting. And then on top of it, to compound it, this dumb judge didn't allow cameras in the courtroom. What was your wisdom? What were you thinking? How you put on a robe? Are you that much of an imbecile that you won't let cameras in the courtroom in a case like this? This is not a rape case. This is something different. This is something that's clearly the whole community is enraged. And you knew that before the trial started. So, I mean, this is very upsetting.
You can see the reaction. The crowd outside, of course, has received the news that Karmelo Anthony has been found guilty of the top charge of murder. And now inside the courtroom, they are moving to the penalty phase. At this point, you do wish that the people that were supporting Austin Metcalf would just leave.
Right there. The first thing is wrong. Why should the people who support him leave? Why? Why should the people who support him leave? This is what makes me mad. He should not be having to leave. I don't know how y'all told me court TV is okay. Court TV is horrible. This is stupid. Why should Karmelo Anthony supporters be the only one there? Why is he worrying about they may burn and do stuff? Well, if they want the riot in Texas, all I got to say is when y'all start rioting in Texas,
you take your gun and you shoot him. You shoot him so that he looks like grated cheese.
To be honest, the jury has come back with guilty.
No, that man has every bit of right to be there like anybody else. And this is the problem. Why can't he be there?
There's no need for Mr. Stars and Stripes to be standing there with his moronic, intimidating, stand your ground-ish, cliche look to continue to incite. You won. Move on. Get out. Also joining us, Judge Kimberly Bando. It's been a while, Kimberly. It's nice to see you. Your reaction here.
If I'm the defense attorney, I'm already preparing my appellate brief. I want to poll the jury. I want to know one by one, is this your verdict? I already have my Batson challenge, enumeration error in my appellate brief. I'm already I'm pivoting right now. And I'm also trying to get some mitigation witnesses ready. He's a good kid, Judge. This was a mistake. We're remorseful. He admitted it as soon as the police stopped him. You have to pivot as a defense attorney and move on to the next phase. The verdict is in.
Yeah.
Cody Thomas saying that there's lots of crying in the courtroom as everybody absorbs this on Karmelo's side. Also, on the Metcalf side, tears. And again, they're going straight into the penalty phase. And Judge Bando, the jury makeup. There was a Batson challenge launched after the state used their strikes to get rid of the only 3 African Americans that were potential jurors. And they said this is because they worked for the school district, or a school district, and that's the reason they cut them out. Looking forward, is that reason enough in your estimation?
It may not be reason enough, but it's a substantial possible enumeration of error that I would definitely raise. That would be number one. That initially on the forefront of this, that my client was not afforded a jury of his peers. The state arbitrarily struck them as jurors based on their race, and not because you can be an educator and be reasonable. That doesn't automatically eliminate you from being a juror on this panel. Teachers punish, discipline, rehabilitate, and actually would be better jurors because they're used to dealing with these scenarios with children fighting, having difficulties. And that's exactly who you would want on the jury. And I would definitely argue that in my appellate brief.
Yeah, Sonny, I hear you chiming in as well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Judge. I was thinking manslaughter. I didn't think they would come back with not guilty. Manslaughter, because this was a crime. But so, since we are here, I am thinking that no matter who makes the call, I'm looking at, they're going to say 25 plus. I can't imagine, based on what we're seeing now, this, I would like for everyone.
And here's something else. Yes, Terry Hamilton, black kids testified against Karmelo. Black kids testified against Karmelo. You know what, Will Davis? You sound stupid. There is stand your ground in self-defense when it's really self-defense. Let's go and expose the ignorant niggas. I want to show you why young black men are dying in the streets. Y'all see this dumb nigga right here? You see this dumb nigga right here? This dumb nigga, first of all, he got a picture of G Money, the drug kingpin from New Jack City. Once you see somebody black like that, stuff like that in their profile picture, that let you know they dumb niggas, okay? That's a bunch of dumb niggas. Now, this dumb nigga says, that's right, ain't no self-defense, stand your ground in good old Texas. Yes, it is. It is stand your ground. But you got to know what stand your ground is, you dumb nigga. Yes, ban that dumb nigga from the page. Ban him from the page. That's why things are going like they're going.
It's better if they just move away, back up, because anything other, any riots or anything, that is just going to be problematic. I think this judge...
It should be problematic. And people tried to do segregation. You got these dumb morons talking about some, I can't believe it happening. Karmelo ain't a bunch of idiots. Let me try this again. JENDAYYDYMIA. Number 1. Okay. Let me try over here. And Karmelo, you know what? And let me show you. You know what Karmelo Anthony ended up doing? Breaking down, crying. Stupid Negroes like him say stupid stuff like that. And what did Karmelo Anthony end up doing? Breaking down, crying in the courtroom. Tried to run out of the courtroom. Karmelo, do you see this crap like this? This is why black people this is why black people like me despise ignorance.
The judge as well in this case said it was not a case about race, but you cannot deny that.
You see that?
Of the case.
That's why people hate us. This is why people hate us. This is why people hate us. He chimping out. This is why. This is correct. This is chimping out. That's chimping out. I'm sorry. That's chimping out. I don't like using that terminology, but that's chimping out. That's 100% chimping out. That's 100% chimping out.
What's happening now?
Look at that. Chimping out. Jumping around like a monkey.
Is white, and that's the bottom line. But again, the judge as well in this case
chimping out.
It's not a case about race, but you cannot deny that just the facts of the case.
Thank God justice was served today, and a Texas jury unanimously found Karmelo Anthony guilty of murder. Little thug, little hoodlum who thought he was tough, thought he'd go kill a white kid. Maybe that would get him some street cred. Karmelo Anthony looking real tough in these photos, but not so tough in the courthouse as his verdict was read, and he's facing now life in prison. Karmelo Anthony broke down in tears. He burst out sobbing, blubbering so loud in the courthouse that the judge told him to get himself under control. What a little baby. Really is amazing. These little wannabe gangsters, they act so tough. They're such cowards, such a cowardly thing to do. You stole a young, innocent man's life, and now you're crying because you're going to have to pay the punishment for it? And not punishment enough, as far as I'm concerned. I wish we could charge his parents along with them. Karmelo.
This is what black culture. This is what black culture does. Go back to it again. This is black culture. This is black culture for you. This is black culture. Hopping around like just chimping out. Just chimping out. This is black folk.
Well, Anthony, guilty of murder. We have not taken a break. Karmelo has been walked out of the court. Karmelo's mother is also sobbing in her seat. Well, maybe You should have cried for your son and taken some action to parent him before he stabbed a student to death. Did you know that he had a 6-inch blade? Did you buy the knife for him? Are you the one that allowed him to get brain rotted and poisoned? You didn't care about his upbringing at all? You didn't parent him at all? You didn't protect him from suicidal, urbanized, black rap hoodlum culture that glorifies murder based on any offense? You look at me wrong. You go down the wrong street. You drive on the wrong street. I'll kill you. Listen to any rap song. Karmelo Anthony, clearly poisoned by this ideology, intended, quite frankly, to destroy the black community. And you as a parent are going to sit there and cry now after your son's committed murder and not before. Oh, okay. What about Austin Metcalf parents who did all the right things and actually raised good children? What about them? Are you crying for them? Have you ever apologized to them? No. You didn't accept their apology to you. They were trying to do the Christian thing and forgive you, and you said you didn't accept that. These people disgust me. Extraordinary moment. Listen to this. Karmelo Anthony tried to flee the courtroom. This is according to a court reporter here, Marianne Martinez, the Texas bureau chief for the Daily Mail. Extraordinary moment.
This man tried to flee the courtroom. This man tried to flee the courtroom.
Lawyer asked if he could take his client out of court, if they could flee the courthouse. He wanted to pull himself together because Karmelo was blubbering and crying and sobbing like a little girl in the courthouse. And the judge responded by saying, Karmelo is guilty of murder. He's not your client anymore. He's in the custody of the sheriff. He's under arrest.
You see that? They had to let the judge had to tell this attorney, this is over. This is what black culture brings you.
And sobbing like a little girl in the courthouse. And the judge responded by saying, Karmelo is guilty of murder. He's not your client anymore. He's in the custody of the sheriff. He's under arrest. Things move differently now, the judge said. Your client, this shows the quality of the lawyers here. You raise $700,000 and your lawyers don't even understand how it works when you're found guilty of murder. No, you go to prison. You go into custody immediately. You're a murderer. The state's not going to just let you go wander around. That's the point of the justice system. You don't get to go to the vending machine and get some bazooka bubble gum. Whatever, a Four Loko. Judge did allow Karmelo to be escorted out of the room by the sheriff's deputies in order to compose himself and not be such a crying little biggity baby. Karmelo's back now. The jury will return and will begin sentencing. Jurors have to decide between 99 years in prison. The only person to take the stand in the punishment phase for Karmelo Anthony was his mom. She begged for mercy. She blubbered, "Please have mercy on my son." She sobbed and sobbed as she looked at the jury. Both sides have closed out their cases. The court is now working on charging documents and will return. Hopefully he gets life in prison. And now you can see this is the predictive behavior of the black nationalists and 70 IQ tribalists who are going to sit there and tell you that the justice system's broken or that young black men should just be allowed to go kill young white men. Appeal the conviction. Free Karmelo. He's found guilty of murder. This is the response right here.
What do you want us to do at this point? What? I'm lost for word. I don't know what to do.
Not
I
murder?
got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't
huh?
got nothing to tell them no more. You can't walk away no more.
Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin.
You see that? You see that? Black folk just can't help themselves. Black folk just can't help themselves. And they get ignorant, more ignorant. It is black culture, Kenny Sanders. This is what's problem. Black folk is the most, Tommy Sotomayor said it, black folk is worse than gnats. It has nothing to do with black culture. Stop blaming us. It's systematic racism. It's the sign. They keep been doing this to every black generation that has lived in this country. Stop blaming us. Shut up. Another dumb nigga. See what I mean by dumb niggas? This is what niggas, this is nigga stuff. He's selling weed. The nigga selling weed on his page. Another dumb nigga. That's what he is. He got to show money cause he old as hell. This a grown tail man acting younger than Karmelo Anthony. You want to know why the black community don't get nowhere? Another dumb nigga. Another dumb nigga right here. Another dumb nigga. That's why there's no helping the black community. Because of niggas like him. Niggas like him. Dumb Negroes like him. That's all they know how to do. Is do crap like this. That's all they know how to do. $35 years in prison. 35 years in prison and they won't stop. That's why black youth is screwed. I'll be honest, black youth is screwed. Black youth is screwed. We're screwed.
Let me ask you this right now.
Whoa, wait a second. So you have 5 boys. You could tell, like, does the concept of not murdering ever come to these people? Like, does that ever, like, maybe not do the murder? Maybe your 5 sons shouldn't stab a innocent white child in cold blood after being asked to leave a tent 15 times. And then attacking those children, than throwing away the murder weapon and running from the cops. Then maybe you should have let your son plead guilty and get a lesser charge instead of go to a jury trial and be found guilty. You're lying and saying that it was self-defense. Has it ever occurred to you to just not be hyper-violent? It's time to talk about the disproportionate violence of urbanized subcultures in this country. The statistics are astonishing. And the statistics aren't racist. The statistics show that blacks and Latinos, but primarily blacks in America, are the single most violent group, arguably in the world. And that the homicide rates and the killing rates, and by the way, this is the most pro-black thing you can do is to talk about this, because the victims are predominantly other black Americans. White people also get killed at a much higher rate than white people kill blacks. But nonetheless, far and away, the biggest victims of black violence is other black people.
Yes.
So, like, the best thing you could do is actually talk about this. Now, people are making absolutely offensive TikToks. Here's Karmelo Anthony's father today.
People. Oh, can you hear me? Yeah, no, I heard what happened. Listen, good news is I'm about to get this here Cybertruck with your GoFundMe money. Bad news is you're going to jail, but, we knew that. That's why we got you a public defender. It is what it is. Hey, listen, maybe don't stab people. All right? Hey, you did this to yourself. We'll see you soon, maybe. Or not. Gotta go.
Yeah. Here's Uncle Cliff. I love this guy.
I'm going to tell you, you're on my page, so you automatically know. Your feelings.
Hey, Auntie, I sent you an invite to moderate over there. I did send you an invite to moderate on whatchamacallit, Carolina. See that you get it. I've been trying to do that as we speak. Something's wrong. It won't let me have cancel. Let me try to log out here. But there you have it. And oh yeah, 35 years and they still want to act like this? And oh, they want to talk about this case now. Mr. Child in South Carolina. Another case of another young black man acting stupid. Mr. Child in South Carolina shot a young black man because he was reaching for his bag, taking a gun, pointing it back at him. And guess what? Mr. Child's free. Nobody's saying the boy shouldn't have been stealing. Nope. Can't say he shouldn't have been stealing. He shouldn't have pulled the gun. Here is his attorney. Oh, Mr. Child's attorney is black.
Now let's talk about the part of the case that we're all wondering about, the thing that everybody's there, and if it's in your gut, it should be in everybody's gut. And they spent their entire case. Their case was a day and a half, and most of it they spent it on one part. The chase. The chase. The chase. They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have done it. They shouldn't have done it. You remember one of the witnesses, the investigator, got on the stand, and I had to ask him the question, is there anything illegal about that? No, sir. But that's what they're talking about. Well, common sense. We don't want you to do it. But it's not illegal. That's an important distinction to know. This is a store. The testimony was they've owned it for 11 years. Margins are small. You've seen the wall of shame. People have shoplifted, people have stolen. Chased them. I've been stolen from. I chased the people to Georgia, flat out. It's their property. They're emotional about it. And that's why he ran after her. The question isn't, do you think it's right? The question is it legal? And then you go to the second part of it, is it legal? If it was illegal, don't you remember Andy Chow sat up there on the stand? And Mr. Scott got right in his face, and he was yelling at him, and he was going angry with him, and he was saying everything to him. But the one thing he didn't say to him is, and you have been charged with following this young man out of the store. And you are criminally liable for following this young man out of the store. Because he's not. He's not liable. He's not criminally liable. He has not been charged. And he did not do anything wrong. But when you Monday morning quarterback and come back and look at the situation and say, well, why? You know what? They could have done this. They could have done this. They could have done this. Because that's what the state's case is. Think about it. How many times did you hear throughout the course of this trial the great state of South Carolina say the following sentence? They could have done this. 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 They don't have evidence to offer, but they have fear, passion, emotion, and they want to get that out of you. They want that fear, passion, and emotion, and for you to ignore the law. We do not get to take the law the way that we want it to be. We take the law the way that it is. Let me tell you that again. We don't get to take the way that we want it to be. The solicitor can't say, well, I want it to be illegal for a shopkeeper to go out of the store. Shopkeepers should not be able to follow somebody. That's what I want. Andy, that's what I want. That's not the law.
Now Facebook, let me see some. See, is Facebook taking it down? Oh no, it's still live. I guess I said something and people got mad. People on Facebook got mad at my video. Yes, Karmelo Anthony is guilty. I don't care. Y'all get mad all you want. I just can't. Now look, I can't join calls. I can still like and do stuff. I just can't join calls and stuff. They got mad at me on unapologetic conservative Republican.
I'm not a lawyer, but if you didn't make it to the end of my last video, you might have missed this very important piece of information from the Rick Chow case. Just watch.
I guess the principal issue is whether or not
charged with manslaughter while operating a motor vehicle. But if the juries decided she was not guilty of that charge, the instructions allowed them to decide if she was guilty of the lesser included charge of involuntary manslaughter. And if the juries decided she was not guilty of that charge, the instructions allowed them to go to the next lesser included, which was motor vehicle homicide. And if they decided she was not guilty of that, they had one more option, which was operating under the influence of alcohol. And if they decided she was not guilty of that as well, she was just not guilty across the board and got to go home. So back to this Rick Chow case, his jurors aren't going to get any of those lesser included options. It's either guilty of murder or not. And that's important because South Carolina doesn't have first degree and second degree murder. They just have murder. And to prove murder in South Carolina, the prosecutors have to show that Rick Chow killed Cyrus with malice aforethought, meaning he intended to kill Cyrus. It wasn't a heat of passion kind of thing, which would be manslaughter. They have to show he intended to kill him. Or they have to show that Rick Chow engaged in a behavior that was so extremely reckless that he should have known that it was going to end up with Cyrus dying. So, throughout the trial, prosecutors have been emphasizing the Chow's wall of shame, their decision to leave the store and chase Cyrus for 130 yards, even though they had a sophisticated video surveillance system that could have allowed them to give pictures of Cyrus to law enforcement, and of course the final claim that Cyrus never aimed the gun at Andy, but Rick Chow shot him anyway. And so all of that is the prosecutors trying to show that Rick Chow killed Cyrus with malice. And the defense, on the other hand, has been emphasizing that Rick Chow immediately told people to call 911 after the shooting, that Rick Chow tried to perform CPR on Cyrus, and according to that last witness, Rick Chow sucked the throw up out of Cyrus's mouth in an attempt to clear his airway and try to save his life. So they're trying to show, one, Rick Chow killed him in defense of his son, but two, that he didn't kill him with malice. So closing arguments will be on Monday, and you can expect both sides to really try and drive these points home during their closing arguments.
Mr. Chow was found not guilty. Mr. Chow was found not guilty. Mr. Chow was found not guilty. Black people was on his jury. Black people was on his jury. You see what I mean? What was did I say that was so bad? I think I said something. They said that my video is inciting a violence because black people don't like it. He inciting violence. He inciting violence. We don't like what he said. See, when black folk don't like what you say, we try our best to try to destroy and take down what you say. Because we don't like what you say. It's too popular. People going back saying, nah, bruh. We don't like what I got a right to say what I want. The video I did that says Karmelo Anthony was found guilty. That's the one they decided to take. That's the one they wanted taken down. Oh, they said they restored it. Hold up. We determined that your posts do follow community guidelines. Yeah! See as it says, see as it popping back up. I hope nobody did not take that video down. I guess it is. I'm telling I can't say. So let me come here because it should be there. So they got mad at my post, but it's still there. So I got to figure out getting this thing. But here go Austin Metcalf's family right here.
All right. Everybody ready? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Good evening. I'm Greg Willis, Collin County District Attorney. Today, justice was served. A year ago, when this senseless murder unfolded, I said that it had struck a deep nerve in Collin County and far beyond. I asked our community to ignore all the noise and instead be level-headed and patient as the process worked. And today, the process delivered accountability. We are grateful to this jury, and we are grateful that the good citizens of Collin County had an opportunity to weigh in on this case. I'm proud of the exceptional work of Bill Werski and our team of prosecutors, DA investigators, and victim advocates, and all the good and outstanding men and women of the Collin County District Attorney's Office. We thank all the parents and their brave kids who did the right thing. Despite the trauma of witnessing the senseless murder at a school track meet, they cooperated fully and testified truthfully. Their courage was essential to securing justice in this case. I'm especially honored to be joined here today by Jeff and Megan Metcalf and their son Hunter. Their strength and grace through this has been their strength and grace throughout this unimaginable journey has been inspiring. They won't be taking questions at this time, but their presence here speaks volumes about their commitment to seeking justice for Austin. I want to thank Judge Rhodes for presiding over this trial with fairness and efficiency. I want to thank Frisco PD for their investigation. I want to thank the Collin County Sheriff's Office led by Sheriff Skinner for providing the security for the courthouse. I want to thank all law enforcement throughout the county for making this a safe trial for everyone. This verdict sends a clear message. Violence like this won't be tolerated in our Collin County community, and we remain committed to protecting our schools and standing with victims and their families.
Now, for all you black folk that's watching this, let me give you a message real quick.
Oh man, you hate black folks! No, I don't hate black folks. I hate niggas. And they come in all colors, just like flowers.
So, I won, but they haven't put the video back up. So you guys will see what's going on. So you guys see what I'm doing. Now, this is the video. The video right here. Okay? This is the video that was taken down right here. 13,000. Oh, that video made them mad, y'all. Video had them mad. But you know what? They can't take it away. They shut the post down, but it's everywhere. And so you will be able to see, y'all. Look at that. We restored your video. No issues. Your post is back on Facebook, but the video isn't up. Somehow, what happened? Your appeal was reviewed, and your post does follow our community guidelines. What can you do? You can go to your account status and see how current violation can affect you. So I'm good. But they didn't put it back up yet. They didn't put it back up. I'm mad. Because, look, I guess they took it down because so many people was mad. Who cares? It served its purpose. People are here. There's no violations. But before I go further, I would like to thank my beautiful auntie. I would like to thank my beautiful auntie for her blessing to the page through PayPal. I would like to thank my beautiful auntie for her blessing to the page through PayPal. Hold on, I'm trying to find my video. Where you at? Thank you for your blessing to the page through PayPal. Thank you for your blessing to the page through PayPal.
I love you.
For everybody that's new here, when y'all see this green light on, that means somebody donated to the page, whether they do a blessing or kindness and generosity. That's two different levels. Kindness and generosity is basically under 20. When people donate under 20, 15, if they're consistent with 15 or something like that, I say that's a blessing to the page. Because there are some people, every time you turn around, they donate 15. And I say that's a blessing to the page because it is. Then for those who donate 5, 10 or something like that, I still honor them, but I say kindness and generosity because I'm blessed when people donate. I never tell how much people donate because for someone who's kindness and generosity and donate to the page, I want them to feel just as special as someone who blessed the page. And the people who bless the page, they don't mind that I don't say how much they bless the page with. Like my auntie, she blessed the page. She won't tell you. You better not tell people how much I bless the page with. That's between me, you, and God. Well, she say God, me, and you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to thank my auntie for her blessing to the page. I want to thank my auntie for her blessing to the page. But everybody, I'm not going to go to... Yes, I am. I'm going to go to Rumble. I'm going to Rumble tonight. I am going to Rumble tonight because I'm going to talk about something else. I do want to talk about that. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care about all these black folk writing me mad. I'm watching a whole bunch of black people. I just want to let y'all know. Jamal, why do you keep saying, no, it's not every black person. One of my producers is black. A Marine. I ain't going to say former Marine because I'm going to hear about it in the comment section. He's not a former Marine. He is a Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine. And you want to talk about someone who will throw your throw your butt off quickly? Him, Stacey. Jesus is the answer. That's my producer, Black. You know who else? One of my most outspoken supporters. One of the sponsors to my page is a black woman. One of them. Then you have another one who was just on the show, Miss Joy RR. Then you have another one, Dr. Tammy. She's a doctor of education. Keon Carter out of South Carolina. And a bunch more. But it's just you loud ones who always get the attention. You know, you ignorant niggas out here doing stuff like this.
The judge as well in this case.
This is what I'm talking about.
Case about race, but you cannot deny that just the facts of the case and what we've seen play out since then and what we're...
That's what I'm talking about. Ones doing that type of stuff. But black people would rather see dead blacks and us committing more crime. There used to be a picture that showed a black police officer, a black defendant, and a black lawyer. And it said all three are black men, but chose different paths. But I would like to thank real quick, I would like to thank Stacey. I would like to thank him for his kindness and generosity and donation to the page. I would like to thank Mrs. Stacey for his kindness and generosity and donation to the page.
I love you.
Black folk don't want help. God, I got to. Let me show you some of the stuff that the black community's doing. Let me show you just some of the stuff. Every time you turn around, we just can't, hey, get out of the car, sit down. Nope. We can't do that. Black folk can't do that. Black folk can't, hey, get out of the car, come sit down, do that. No, black folk can't do that. Nope. We got to call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. I know my rights. Oh, shut up.
What do you have to say, slave catcher?
What's up with all the reckless driving you're doing?
I'm not doing no reckless driving. Just arrest me.
You got your driver's license?
Yes, I do.
Can you provide them to me?
Excuse me?
You hand me your driver's license?
And what you gonna do? Arrest me? Go ahead.
Hand me your driver's license.
Sir, I'm not scared of you.
Hand me your driver's license.
Arrest me. I'm gonna take your badge.
Okay, hand me your driver's license.
I don't care about no like
hand me
that.
your driver's license.
Go ahead. And when it's on national news, I hope you're embarrassed.
Hand me your driver's license.
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Hand me your driver's license.
And what you gonna do if I don't?
Give me your driver's license.
What you gonna do if I don't?
Step out the vehicle.
Baby, I want to step out this vehicle. I'm embarrass you. And I'm record you.
Turn around.
No, sir, are you crazy? Are you a bill?
All right, step back then. Come on, step out.
No!
Oh man, you hate black folks. No, I don't hate black folks. I hate niggas. And they come in all colors, just like flowers.
What do you have to say, slave catcher?
What's up with all the reckless driving you're doing?
I'm not doing no reckless driving. Just arrest me.
You see that? You see that? That's what they do. They sit here, tear our community up. This is what's raising our kids. I don't care about, you know what? Black community, it's not all, but it's too many. That's why people don't want us around. This is why people don't want us to move in the neighborhoods. Well, Jamal, white people look at you just like they look at us. Yes, because they want to know, am I one of them dumb niggas like you? You right, they do. You right, they do. Good black folk can't shake that leech, that rat off our neck, call you niggas. Every time you turn around. And they so pathetic. They so pathetic. Now they got to turn around. Karmelo got grounds for an appeal because he got an all-white jury. Karmelo got grounds for an appeal for an all-white jury. Only an idiot would say that. Karmelo, the Constitution says jury of your peers, not jury of your color. This is what y'all didn't pay attention to. This is what they done did. See, you got these black nationalists, these dumb blacks that want to come to the page. What you doing to help black folk? Teaching them not to be anything like you. That's what I'm doing. Teaching them not to be anything like you. Every time you turn around, black folk try to build themselves up. It's always got to be some dumb nigga to come tear them down. Appeal. The Constitution does not say jury of your color. And what you did not pay attention to was the Supreme Court that just ruled on voting. Just because you don't have an all-black jury don't mean you got an unfair trial. If they're all white, guess what? That's okay. If they did not violate the law. If they removed those 3 teachers, did they do it because of color? No, they did it because they was teachers and worked in the school. And the prosecutor felt like they would be unfair to Karmelo Anthony. That's all you, and guess what? That's going to stand in the Texas Supreme Court. Because it's going to take about 3 to 4 years to get it in front of the Texas Supreme Court. That judge is not going to release Karmelo Anthony while he waits for his appeal. Karmelo Anthony's going to jail. Where he's at now, in sentence. He's spending the night in jail, in prison. That's where he's going. Then it's going to get in front of the Supreme Court. And you don't want to get in front of this Supreme Court. Because this Supreme Court already told you that crap about black districts and black this and black that is out of the question. If black folk we have the right to vote. We got the right to live where we want. We are treated fair like any other race. But people have a right not to want ignorance. And guess what? We are not getting special treatment anymore. The special treatment years are over. But this is what happens with black folk. This video has a little bad language. So if you don't like cussing, this ain't the video. But here you go.
Why are you pointing?
He has a gun pointed at my
Back
brother.
up! Back up! Why are you pointing the gun? Back up!
He has a gun pointed at my brother. Hey! Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Oh my God, she has my brother. What the fuck?
Stand back! You better stand back! Yo, why y'all fall back? Yo, stay back! Come in my house, bro. Stay back!
You see what I mean? Black folk always making it harder than what it has to be. He told you get up, turn around, but you couldn't do that. You can't do that. You can't sit there and turn around. All you got to do is get up. The guy tell you, come here, put your hands behind your back, and come peacefully. You can't do that. You got to act like this.
What's happening now is because that it was not a case about race, but you cannot deny that just the facts of the case.
This is how you got to act.
You can't come in here. Turn over. You can't. Why are y'all doing that, yo? Roll over. Stay back. What? You can't come in here, yo. You can't come in here. Why are you in my house? Why are you in my house, yo? Hey. Why are you in my house, yo? Why are you in my house? Turn around. Why are you in my house?
I didn't do nothing.
What? Obstruction. Obstruction of what?
That's right. Your dumb behind was telling him he didn't have to turn around. He didn't have to do nothing. And you interfered with an arrest. That's why you got locked up. That's why you got locked up. That's why you got locked up, buddy. And your stupid friends and your stupid family is the reason why. And I know some of y'all are mad because I'm telling you something. You got some people who really want this boy to do 100 years. Some of them want you sitting up there in the chair like this. Strap him down. Karmelo Anthony was failed by the black community. The Karmelo Anthony was failed by the black community. But before I go any further, I would like to thank, hold on, let me get his name. I would like to thank Mr. Michael Breeson. Thank you for your blessing to the page, Michael Breeson. Thank you for your blessing to the page through Cash App. Thank you for your blessing to the page through Cash App. Uh-oh.
I love you.
Thank you, Mike. Hold up. Whenever I mess up, for the people who are new, whenever I mess up, forget to turn my microphone off, forget to turn my microphone on, I always do this. My bad. My bad. My bad. That was my fault. So I do apologize about that, everybody. Austin Metcalf is dead. Karmelo Anthony is alive. Karmelo Anthony is alive. His parents can hug him for the next 35 years. His family can hug him for the next 35 years. And some black folk, they just won't. I don't know what this they are happy that this young black man that young black boy is going to prison for life because so many old black Negroes didn't teach our children the right way to do things. Jamal, I don't like what happened. Jamal, I don't like that I love you guy. Oh, that's Brother Love. That's who that is. That's Brother Love. I don't know who is Smeek Knight. Smeek Knight. I don't know who you is. If that was my kid, I would have taken a shot from... Oh, okay. Okay. Look, Smeek Knight. I'm going to go on give you the warning now, okay? When my moderators tell you watch the language, because we don't have cursing here, okay? They're removed, just to let you know, when people who are new here. 3-strike rule. They give you a warning. Second time, they give you a warning and remove your comment. Third time, they give you a warning. What's going on? The Rumble, blah, 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 Anthony guilty and black. That's Rumble link, not YouTube. That's the Rumble link. You put it up there wrong. I got no problems with the black folk who are happy living in the U.S. and living with the privileges that whites provided because we are given and happy to share. Kind of true. Now, what we don't allow is that Nick Fuentes stuff. We don't allow that here. Now, if you one of them Nick Fuentes people, nah, we don't do that. That purposely try to do stuff and no. I don't mind being kicked out. Well, here's the thing. If you don't mind being kicked out, then go on and leave. What we don't allow is cursing and stuff on my page, on my show. If you got a problem with that, if I got to take time to stop and focus on you, then exit. But no, what we don't do is the cursing and disrespecting my mods. No, he won't be a model prisoner. I guarantee he won't be a model prisoner. Because of his mentality. He's going to go there and he's going to get with them young bucks and them young bucks going to do stupid stuff. Okay, all right, Smeek Knight. The this is what black culture did. This is what black culture did. It is 12:31. It is 12:31. Okay. Oh, hold up. I would like to thank Dejum Holly. Dejum Holly. Thank you for your kindness and generosity and donation to the page through PayPal. Thank you for your kindness and generosity and donation to the page through PayPal. And of course,
I love you.
thank you for your kindness and generosity and donation to the page. Through PayPal. But everybody, let's go on and head to Rumble, because I got to talk about we hit Iran. President Trump is not playing with Iran. He means every word he says. When he said, y'all play around with me, I'm going to show you. I'm not Obama. And that's what President Trump did. He just hit them. He just hit them tonight, blowing up portals. And there really ain't too many targets left. There really ain't too many targets left in there. But President Trump is not playing. President Trump is not playing. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do this before we go. You see this right here? How many coon videos you going to make? Where's the Chud the Builder video from you? Maybe if your dumbass looked, you would find it. And block him. Block. Look at that. Okay. Now, this is how you handle this. Oh, that's all that. Okay. Immediate. Where's my... See, this is what black folk like to do. Black folk love to do stuff like this. You see what I mean about black folk? That's black folk for you. Yep. Letting them know. Yep. It was a fair decision, in my opinion. Prosecution was looking for 40 to 90 years. Defense 5 to 15. He got 35. Bitch, you got blonde hair. Smooches. Oh, dang. My bad. I did not know I had my thing up. Yo, my bad. I'm going to hear from my producers. I'm going to hear from my producers. Yes, I am. I'm going to hear from my producers. Dang. But let's go here. Right here. End poll. And the poll says, wow, 51 people voted. 51 people voted. All right, 51 people voted. Should have got life with no possibility of parole. 39%. Yes, he can change his life. 30 yes, 35. Should have gotten the death penalty. 29 people believe he should have got the death penalty. And 2% believe he should have been charged with basically manslaughter. That's a pretty good one. But once again, I didn't thank him. I didn't thank him for his kindness and generosity and donation to the page. Once again, let me say his name again, Mr. DeJong P. Holly. Mr. DeJong P. Holly, thank you for your kindness and generosity and donation to the page through PayPal. Thank you, Mr. DeJong P. Holly. Thank you for your kindness and generosity and donation through PayPal. How about no? Love you. Thank you. Thank you for your constant generosity and donation through PayPal. Now, it is time to go to Rumble. It is time to go to Rumble. It's time to go to Rumble. If you will see, all links to Rumble have been posted. Like I said, please let's go over to Rumble. The Rumble page is this one. Wow, that's a lot of people here. 70 people. Y'all just want to see, that's Rumble right there. That's Rumble right there. So you can be able to see it. Y'all, this is funny. I ain't gonna lie, this is funny. John Barefoot shows something that's funny. That's funny. But everybody, yeah, life in prison is a burden on a yeah, life in prison is a burden to the taxpayer. Yeah, I get what you're saying on that one. It's a burden. It is. Heavenly Father, we come unto you to pray. First and foremost, Lord Jesus, I thank you for bringing me through another day. Thank you through another day, blessing me, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus, please forgive me of my sin and iniquities. Forgive me of my sin and iniquities. For those who need to be delivered from drug abuse, alcoholism, suicidal thoughts, and depression, we ask you to touch them right now and deliver them from those. For the husband that's watching me right now, I pray for the safety, security of his wife and children. For the wife that's watching me right now, I pray for the safety and security of her husband and children. For the grandparents that are watching me right now, I pray for the safety and security of their grandchildren and children. I pray right now for my wife and children. I pray that you protect my wife as she travels up and down these dangerous highways and byways. I pray that you protect my children. Keep them safe from danger seen and unseen. Protect me as well, Lord Jesus. Open up the doors that no man can close. I pray right now for all our law enforcement. Protect their families and allow them to make it home safe. Protect all our boys and girls across seas. Protect them from danger seen and unseen. Protect their families here at home. Protect our first responders. Protect them as they go in and about to protect and help others and protect their families and their loved ones. I pray right now for those that are in nursing home, hospitals, and hospice, and the staff of the nursing home, hospitals, and hospice. I pray for the farmers, hog farmers, chicken farmers, produce farmers, dairy farmers, cattle ranchers, fishermen on the high seas. I pray right now for those doing deliveries. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Amazon, Gogu, FedEx, UPS, our postal service. DHS, I pray right now for those who do transportation. Bus drivers. I pray for those who take their parents to the hospitals and doctors and pay their bills. We pray right now for all truck drivers on the road, and I pray for train conductors and train engineers. For it is the precious name of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for he is God Almighty. Let everyone say amen. All right, everyone. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Thank you all for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. Please head over to Rumble. Please head over to Rumble. All right, let's head over to Rumble. I will be seeing y'all on Rumble. God bless you. God bless you. For everyone else that's going to bed, good night. But for everybody else, see you on Rumble.